Sometimes the most important places in the world are the ones you never hear about. And while going down a rabbit hole on Google Maps, looking for unusual places and borders, I think I may have stumbled upon one of them.
Cuidado con grabar, puede quitar las cámaras y deteneros.
Es la frontera de Europa
Sí, y está fatal.
Ceuta and Melilla are two towns in the north of Morocco that technically belong to Spain. These two cities are the two only European territories on mainland Africa, making them also, as a result, Europe's most southern border, but also the most fortified.
Thank you. There's not many people boarding this flight currently. Well, my Spanish is going to be properly put to the test on this trip because we are not bringing a translator.
Few, other than some occasional day tourists from Spain, really travel to these places. And the more we look into it, the more it seems like a place of powerful contrasts, with paradise beaches surrounded by militarized borders. But who lives in these strange cities? Do they feel like Spain, or do they feel like Morocco? And what brought these tiny dots on the map in the hands of a European country? Well, we'll be heading to one of the world's most tense borders to find out.
We're in Africa.
We are in Africa and we are in Spain at the same time. First step in Melilla.
Vámonos.
Vamos! We have a translator with us. His name is Thomas Bragg.
Sí. ¿Y nació aquí también?
Sí.
Ah, ok.
Thomas Spanish is.
¿Y la cultura es más de española o es...?
Hay un porcentaje alto de española, no cristiana. Españoles somos todos,
Sí.
cristianos y musulmanes, y hebreos también, judíos también hay.
So it's very multicultural.
But it's very interesting looking out. Like some buildings you look and you feel like, okay, this looks like Spain. And then other ones you look and it doesn't feel like Spain at all. I don't think I've ever been in a place that feels this much of a hybrid.
Si queréis, mañana me llamáis y os enseño un poquito
Perfecto.
el teléfono.
Wasi, see you.
Chao.
See you, Wasi.
Welcome to Melilla, one of the two only European territories on mainland Africa, and our first impressions were as confusing as you might expect. This is an ancient fortress city that has belonged to Spain for the last 500 years, but today it's got the status of an autonomous city, with its own government, president, and apparently its own culture. And so, as we prepared to see if we can actually get up close to this giant border, we first wanted to get a grip of the people who live in the city.
We don't really know where to go, where to start. Really the goal is like to try to understand what the city is and like who the people here are. There are a few places in the world where like just its existence insinuates complex and nuanced history. So let's hope we find some friendly people here that are willing to talk to us at least. Okay, well this is an abandoned building.
Oh, damn. What are you seeing, Thomas?
It's just like tons of shelves with like documents, and it's like an old post office, but it's a huge one. So obviously, like once upon a time when mail and stuff was as more relevant,
Yeah.
this was needed. Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás? Huh? Ah, no. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
I think I was not happy. Not off to a great start.
Although our first goal was to talk to people, simply finding them seemed harder to do than we thought.
Yeah, we haven't seen so many people at all, right, since we arrived. It's just been pretty quiet here.
This is like one of the main pins that we found of like historical landmarks, and I'm confused. There's like
Yeah.
nobody here. Hola.
Hola.
¿De dónde sois? ¿De Alemania, Inglaterra, Francia?
Suecia y Francia.
Muy bien, muy bien.
You Melilla?
Yo Melilla. Melillense.
This is the foreign closure of the old city of Melilla Vieja. Spanish people know about the history of Melilla.
They don't know it.
They know nothing.
People from Spain don't even know
Yes,
it.
definitely.
What was your name? Huh? Rafa, like Nadal.
We had just set foot in indeed a fortress that plays a pivotal part in explaining why this little enclave still belongs to Spain to this day. To our modern understanding, the existence of a Spanish enclave on the African continents does seem strange, but Melilla has been on the edge of empires ever since its beginning over 2,700 years ago. Melilla was originally a Phoenician colony, and the city was known as Rusadir. It was an ancient outpost on the trading route between Phoenicia and the Strait of Gibraltar. Since then, it's passed hands through many civilizations and dynasties, until eventually it was left basically abandoned, leaving it open for Spain to officially claim in 1497. It was mainly used as a military outpost while also giving Spain more control over the Mediterranean trade routes.
Not many people will solve all this.
Over the centuries, Spain turned the ruins of Old Rusadir into a formidable fortress with different complexes connected by a series of tunnels, allowing them to defend against forces that were way larger than themselves.
This was the room where they sleep. This is the entrance of this fortress.
This is the entrance of the tunnels of this fortress.
Exactly. Like a hole, we made it for the enemies that go down. We put sticks in that of these 8 meters.
8 meters drop and then there's sticks at the bottom?
Yes, completely forbidden.
It's completely forbidden to go down there. So should we go?
And as we went back up to get a view of the city, he gave us insights we may have never found on the internet.
So the way that they chose the border of Melilla with Morocco when the country of Morocco was formed was they shot the cannons from this fortress, and how far the cannon could reach, that's where they drew the border.
Almost 3,000 meters.
So that's how far they consider like they can defend themselves, so that's the border.
I think you technically can see entire Melilla from here.
The hill over there
Morocco.
is Morocco. It's everywhere surrounding us in the distance is actually Morocco.
Yeah, it feels like I just want more answers, because the further we go, the more questions comes, like how long has this been coexisting with these 4 cultures and how is it actually working? We see like people walking around on the streets, some with hijab. We saw like a church over there, we saw a synagogue, we saw like a Hindu temple. It's like everything coexisting here in North Africa in a small city.
Stunning. Look at this little hidden beach in front of the castle. It's also interesting that now, obviously people are here swimming and enjoying themselves, but this is where the Spaniards arrived in the late 1400s and just rolled in here and conquered the city. It is undeniably a beautiful place.
Before making our way to the much anticipated border, we first wanted to see if we could meet some more strangers.
Hola. Nice food?
Good. What do you recommend here?
The chicken, the chef, number one. The chef number
one.
We've got some wind in our sails now, finally. Making a handful of connections.
YouTuber?
Yes, YouTuber. So few ingredients, but like really good ingredients.
There's a mix of Moroccan with the couscous and then tapas, which is very Spanish. It's like a complete crossover of cultures on the table.
Okay, my friend?
Wow, gracias.
Thank you.
The food here is very...
Yeah, it's fantastic. Beer?
It's like, doesn't feel super modern, it doesn't feel super touristy, it's just like life for locals. Like, I don't think I've seen a single tourist yet.
Señor, muy bien. Yeah, bueno. Very good.
It's
Miguel, the legend. Legendaro.
We didn't quite realize how representative of the city this moment truly was. We had Christian Spaniards welcoming us to a Moroccan-Spanish restaurant right next to a Jewish synagogue. The blend of cultures was impossible to miss.
ciudad muy única en el mundo.
Sí, no hay problema de árabe, de Jewish, Catholic, es único.
And everywhere we kept going, we found more examples of that type of inclusion.
Plaza de las Culturas. This is the square of the 4 cultures. They even created a square to represent the cultures here.
Sí, se convive muy bien. Es verdad que se vive tranquilo, la gente se respeta uno al otro, no hay racismo, no hay envidia, no hay odio, aquí se vive normal.
Es muy única, especialmente en ese momento en el mundo hay mucha división.
Yo diría que sí, o por lo menos
esa gente que vive en esos diferentes sitios, que vengan aquí para que vean que sí es posible.
Se respeta, sobre todo el respeto. El respeto es fundamental. Si no hay respeto, no hay nada.
We found the secret source of happiness, taking care of each other.
El idioma internacional es el amor.
Nice to meet you guys.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Perhaps the strongest reminder that we are indeed in Spain is the fact that as soon as the afternoon rolls around, the streets become deserted as the residents take their siestas.
Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Shops close, restaurants close, and museums close. The emptiness makes the old city feel like a deserted movie set, waiting for its actors to arrive.
Zero is not even an exaggeration. There's nobody here.
We continued wandering around into the night and eventually befriended some more local strangers who gave us another perspective on life in Melilla.
Like everyone seems to emphasize the mix of cultures here and the mix of religions.
You're Jewish.
Oh, you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. We tried to go to the synagogue, but it was closed today.
Sí, está cerrada
Sí.
por seguridad.
Seguridad.
Con todo lo que está pasando a nivel mundial, está cerrada al público.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
No te creas que todo es tan bonito. Yo tengo otra opinión.
Today, we're heading to the border between Melilla and Morocco that has a recent controversial past.
We're gonna go down to an actual crossing, move into Morocco and see how that goes and see how, if some of the Moroccans who live in the surrounding areas, they have any thoughts about this enclave.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Queremos ir a la frontera.
Vale. Cuidado con grabar. Puede quitar las cámaras y deteneros.
If the Moroccan police see you recording, they can take away your cameras and arrest you. Okay. Awesome.
Sí.
Hay mucha gente que...
¿Qué quieres? Sí, mucha. La semana pasada, 200 personas. 200 saltan, intentan. Por el agua.
¿En el agua?
Sí. La Guardia Civil, Policía Española, empujan.
Toda la gente.
Toda para afuera.
This heavily fortified fence is what separates Europe from Africa. And for Africans who can make it across, the opportunity to gain asylum lies on the other side. For the past few decades, Melilla has become a hotspot for people trying to flee from conflict and instability elsewhere in Africa. And images of hundreds of people trying to scale this fence and overwhelm the guards here have been on the news all around the world. This eventually reached a boiling point in 2022, when an incident occurred that is now referred to as the Melilla Massacre. When, during a mass border crossing attempt, a conflict broke out between African migrants and the border police, which reportedly resulted in 37 African migrants being killed and 200 more injured, casting a dark shadow over this otherwise idyllic town.
Oh, that's the fence right there.
Ahora bajamos.
Oh, damn. This is the border of Europe. There's like multiple fences.
No, hay muchas. Mira, ve, otra y otra y otra y otra. En cada una hay una persona.
Damn, that's an intense border control.
We're seeing 4 fences. There are 2 right here, and then 2 barbed wire, and in between there are border police all across.
In Spain, ilegal. Morocco, lo que quieran.
It's illegal to have these in Spain, but Morocco has it. It's blades on the fence.
It's just something very eerie around fences and border controls and separating people like it. I know that that's how the world is built today, like by countries and borders, but it's like it's crazy that's an entire different country.
That's Morocco right there on the other side. Is this a golf course? That's a golf course. How like dystopian is it to play golf here? I'm not seeing anyone play, but imagine you're playing golf and you're just surrounded by this massive barbed wire fence. There's so much police here. Like we just saw like 7 military guards walking, a car driving. There's like a constant patrol here. Oh, you see the guards down there? There's 2 walking. Es la frontera de Europa
sí, y está
África.
fatal, está muy mal. Siendo la frontera de Europa debería ser mucho más segura, pero esto parece la cárcel. Vamos a ver la frontera de Barrochino, donde fallecieron los inmigrantes hace 2 años.
Wow, we are right in front of it. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fences.
And you can see the blades on the Moroccan side, which is not on the Spanish side.
This is where all those people passed away a few years ago. Wow, they've really added barbed wire here. This is the tallest portion of the fence that I've seen so far.
Okay, we're about to cross the border now, and it's fully illegal to film anything, so we're gonna put the camera down in a bag and hopefully everything will go smooth.
While it was very difficult to capture our experience, it took nearly 90 minutes to go through about 6 checkpoints before we were able to cross the border.
Okay, I'm in Morocco. A long process. I think we got checked 6 times our passports or something. We're gonna go to the closest city called Nador, see if we can learn anything else.
We're in another favorite country now, Morocco. We've been here like 4 or 5 times. I think this is my 5th time in this country.
Yeah. Okay, we are in Morocco.
We can feel it on the way of driving and the culture, and obviously speaking as well.
This part of Morocco though has 2 main languages. It has the Berber and the Arabic language. Okay, let's start with some food. Is this a good spot?
Yeah,
Yeah? You speak good English?
yeah, a little bit. I'm from Holland.
But you're Moroccan or you're Dutch?
I'm Moroccan.
You're Moroccan?
Yeah.
And you live in the Netherlands?
Yes.
We're trying to understand Melilla. It's a little weird that there's like a Spanish city.
No, it's normal. When I was born, we always went to Melilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Buy stuff or go do groceries.
Que debería ser una ciudad de Marruecos.
Siempre se reivindica, pero no, Melilla antes estaba muy viva, había mucho negocio, la gente ahora está muerta. Pero muchas dificultades en la frontera. En el 67 yo venía de Melilla hasta aquí en autobús y tardaba 25 minutos. A las 8:30 salía y llegaba el autobús ahí a una parada a las 9 menos 5.
He just sat down at our table. Okay. Very interesting. Doesn't seem like people here are that bothered. It's more that it's become harder to go back and forth, and that the opportunities in Melilla are now much smaller than they used to be. We've been exploring this side for a few hours, and it's very interesting how just driving a few minutes, taking a few steps across a line, and you do feel the difference in culture here. It's definitely Morocco. I think it's quite stark, the difference, even though we are literally very close by to Melilla still. It doesn't seem, based on the few people that we've spoke to, that the existence of Melilla bothers people around. It's only the fact that the border has gotten much more strict and difficult to cross that have made things a little complicated for some of the locals who used to find work in Melilla that now don't. La gente en Nador, ¿qué piensas de Melilla?
No hay ningún problema con todo el mundo. Si eres inglés, francés, español, no hay ningún problema. Bueno, hay malos. Y de todo el país. Tú te piensas bueno, vienen gente buena. Tú te piensas malo, vienen gente mala. Eres judío, eres, ¿cómo se llama? Cristiano. No digo nada. Él tiene una vida, yo tengo una vida.
Habibi, well said, Habibi.
Mira, déjame un minuto, voy a quitar, ¿cómo se llama? Placa. Un plaquita está arriba.
I don't know how this works, but he's taking off his taxi sign from the roof for when we approach the border. I don't know if he's bending the rules. I think he's just a guy who's got a car.
No taxi anymore.
Ahora no estamos taxi, ahora estamos normal, como amigos.
From high school.
Adiós.
Why are there so many legends everywhere? In Melilla, in Morocco, everywhere. It's always the ordinary people who has the most extraordinary answers. We're all one.
Melilla was truly a city of contrasts. Cultures clashing and coexisting, landscapes mesmerizing and terrifying, and people welcoming and sharing. Trips like this make us feel like we fill in one more piece in the infinite puzzle of understanding our planet. Overall, it seemed like most locals we met really liked living here, but we also left feeling strange about the state of the world escalating to such lengths of needing to fortify its borders to this extent. Coexistence, mutual respect and openness to other beliefs should, however, be much more of the norm for us all around the world. Because, as the locals taught us here, without it, we don't have anything.